thank you.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Let's start inside. Your name is Michelle and Alex, and you are a duo from Liverpool in the UK.
Yeah.
Tell me more about you.
Well, yeah, we are a duo. We do everything from acoustic, like we did tonight. So that's just the two of us, acoustic guitar, two voices, and we do everything through to full band, which is like a five-piece thing: keys, drums, and bass. Michelle's actually from Liverpool.
Right.
I'm not from Liverpool. I'm from Cheshire, which is about an hour away. But I've lived there for enough time now. I think we can firmly say that we are from Liverpool. We were formed in Liverpool. It wouldn't be fair for me to say that we weren't.
Actually, you mentioned when you started. How did you create the duo? And I'm really intrigued about the name Deliah.
Yeah, we met in university in Liverpool, and we actually met on our audition day. We were both in the same audition day, and then you go away and you kind of like, oh, I wonder whether I'm going to get in. And then we met on the first day of university, and we were like, oh, that's that guy. Yeah, we met then, and then it wasn't until around second year that we were friends for about a year, and then we decided to set Delia up, just because we worked well together really. Delia came from, it's my middle name.
Right.
So that's why we decided to use it, because Michelle Harris doesn't have the same ring, really. It was originally Shell Delia, but it just didn't communicate that we were a duo, which we are. So yeah, that's where the name came from.
And people that might not be familiar, the university is music.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts.
Okay, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
And Michelle, you sing.
Yes.
And Alex, you play the guitar.
I do, yeah.
And all together you create a sound that is really, really unique for Delia. I would say a combination of retro vibes and contemporary groove. What I want to know is how you develop your sound as a duo.
I think we started off both on the same page with what we wanted to do with it. Definitely wanted the retro thing because that is Michelle. That's Michelle. Like that. She's you can just see just the style, the voice, and it was initially it was all based around her anyway. So that was a given. And then I'm massively into hip hop and. Michelle as well now.
I've been forced into hip hop.
and R&B and stuff. So we knew that we wanted that kind of hip hop thing from my end. Mix that with Michelle's style, her voice, and I think you kind of get something that's a nice middle ground of R&B. And if you have us full band, it's quite driven, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite like rhythm driven.
Yeah.
So I suppose it was based around that combination of my musical influences and Shell's stylistic influences.
And I'm actually going to read it because I'm going to quote something that's been said about you and your vocals. The vocals are feisty but not overpowering. That's what's been said about you.
Yeah.
Do you think that this description suits you?
Yeah, I see where feisty is a funny word, but yeah, no, I see where you're coming from. I think it's we always said that it's like a really nice, there's moments where you have like a really nice soft R&B kind of jazzy bit, but then we always wanted to put like a bit of drive behind it, and I suppose that's where the feistiness of the vocals come in, because there's a bit of attitude, I suppose.
I think we find, in that genre, as it's a very chilled out genre, and sometimes it lacks that punch, and Shell's voice has got that punch, so we wanted to put it in, so I agree with it, but I guess you're never going to admit it yourself.
Yeah. No, there's another element that to me it's really important in you as a sound, and it's seduction. This word has come in every description of you guys.
Yeah.
Is it something that obviously you wanted to achieve, or is it just coming naturally for you?
That's definitely not from me, I can tell you.
Yeah, I think it comes because I suppose with my vocals I have a lot of kind of maybe like jazzy kind of bluesy elements to my vocals, and I think that just comes along with that type of genre. It plays a big role in that type of genre, I suppose, so that's how it comes across, I guess.
Alright. And tonight's been a great night at the Jazz Cafe in London because you guys have supported Anthony David.
Yeah.
How did you go on stage? You were fantastic, by the way.
I was fine. Like we both suffered from colds a little bit, and I was kind of fine. And then Shell turned around and was like, I'm really nervous about this. And then that made me nervous as well, so I was like, oh.
I suppose it's our first London gig, so even though, you know, we were only kind of acoustic and it wasn't really a full band thing, it was just so nerve-wracking. But I mean, the gig itself was great.
Yeah.
It was a really good gig.
The crowd was great.
Yeah, everyone was really responsive and everyone seemed to enjoy it. And we enjoyed it as well, but before we went on, it was kind of like this really daunting moment where you're like, oh god.
I think we would have been fine if we didn't have colds.
Yeah. It's really cold in London, so
Yeah.
let's talk about your music. And a few months ago in autumn, you have released a single, Any Last Word, that has been loved by the public, and the BBC has played it a lot.
Yeah.
So tell me more about this single.
So we use that single as kind of like our, you know, it's kind of our first song, our kind of flagship song to go out there. And we were kind of quite like blown away with the reaction it got. Like we were lucky enough to get it played on BBC Radio's Merseyside before it was even released.
Wow.
Which was really good. It was really good reaction. And then we went in and did a session with the BBC Radio Stoke because they really liked it.
A few online radios as well.
Yeah.
It was really like good to get that kind of reception.
Yeah, considering it was our first single, like we were really happy with it, and like some reviews that we got back were really, really great. So
well done. So we're now talking about your next single, called Spine Online Live. It will be out soon. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, go on.
Well, the song itself is due out on the 24th of January. Then we have a video coming out on the 31st of January.
Right.
And we just wanted to do things a bit bigger with this one. The video's come back and we're so happy with it. And we just wanted to, like, you know, Any Last Words was a good first song, and then obviously you don't want to do the same thing again. Just stick it up at another level, get a video, and get it reviewed again, and get as much coverage as we can with it.
I'm really curious about the title, Spine on Life.
Yeah.
It's different. Can you tell me more about the concept behind the title?
That came from you, didn't it, really?
Yeah, that was a lyric I had just for ages, just written amongst loads of other lyrics on one sheet of paper. And we started writing this song, and we did the music ages ago. I had some vocal melodies, Shell put some lyrics to it, and the song was about also being in the background, wanting to achieve something. In our case, you know, a career in music, and it could be anything for anyone. And we had these verses, and we knew what it was about, and then all of a sudden we were struggling for a chorus, and all of a sudden I was like, I've got this lyric. And that's where that came from, and it just seemed to just fit perfectly to what this song was about. And
actually, something I haven't asked you at the beginning, I should have, but you usually write the lyrics, or is it something that you guys combine together?
Both of us.
Yeah, kind of a combination. Like Alex will normally come up with the arrangement for a song, and then he'll come to me and we'll kind of work on a melody and then lyrics together.
Okay. And then my next question is about the future. So what is next for Deliah?
I think it's just, we're continuing gigging really, so trying to build up our profile a little bit more. We've got a few other releases kind of scheduled for like April and September.
Collaborations as well.
Yeah, a few collaborations just to keep things, keep control and keep people
interested. Can you give us any names for collaborations, Henry?
Yeah, well, one of our friends, Newton Vinyl, who's a saxophonist, and he's doing pretty good at the minute, and he's featuring on one of the tracks.
Nice.
Which is really cool. It's kind of like
a reggae vibe.
Yeah, like
it's still got
reggae
an R&B
sax.
thing.
It's a bit different. So that'll be interesting.
Oh, looking forward to it.
Yeah, can't wait.
He's got his own unique style as well, so it's going to be nice to have him on.
Yeah. And then we're doing a few gigs all around really. We're trying to get more down in London and start building our fan base around here and stuff.
Well, we will be here for you next time in London because, we love you, so we're going to follow what you guys are doing. And tonight, I want to ask you a cheeky favour, but if you can sing something for us and play your radio magazine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, when you guys are ready.
So the chorus is Spine Online?
Yeah, sure. We'll do a sneak peek of Spine Online.
Do you want a full song, or do you want to...
Just a little bit. Give us a bit of a taste.
Where do you want to go from?
Just for the chorus.
First chorus?
Yeah.
you soon. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks, Alex. And this is Deliah from London.
Thank you very much.
We are Deliah.
Shout out to Francesca and Empire Radio Magazine.
And remember, think global, not local.
Log on to EmpireRadioMagazine.com for the latest news in arts, culture, and entertainment. Empire Radio Magazine. Think global, not local.